Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Wallingford Financial. Just an update here on Energy Transfer. I've done a couple videos on this one in the past. It's one of my favorite ones. It's a cheaper stock. I like the price on it. Plus, it gives a dividend, so it's a pretty healthy dividend. But this is Energy Transfer. Ticker is ET. You can see what it's done here over the last year, up over 52%. So it's done really well. Could have got in at 543, so basically doubled your money and then some. Here's a look at the last 3 months, up over 22%. Last month it's down 4.33%. In the last week it's up over 7%. And here's a look at what it's doing today. So could have got in at 9.95 and had a 20-cent profit there. So if you bought in and got out at those times, you'd be doing pretty well, depending on how many shares you traded. So, but I have 14 shares here in this account. I have more in a retirement. Here's my cost basis of $6.09. If you don't know what this one is, it's a natural gas pipeline transportation and transmission services. Operates through the following segments: interstate transportation, storage, interstate transportation and storage, and NGL, and so on. And feel free to pause and go over that there for yourself, or else you can find this on Robinhood or any brokerage. You should be able to buy this one on. Been around since 1996. 15.38 million on the average volume, and a $29.5 billion market cap. Here's the dividend, 7.63, so pretty healthy on the dividend payout, the yield, and great ratings on this one, 83% at a buy and 16% on a hold. If you ask me, I consider this one a buy just because of the price and the dividend. But again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice. Just have to do your own due diligence and figure out what works best for you. So here's a look at their earnings. Next one is expected on September 8th after hours. And here's a look at some of my history. So I have 14 shares. You get 15.1525. So 15 cents equals $2.14. So if you had 1,000 shares of this, or 100, you could do the math and figure out what you'd be getting for a dividend. Not too bad. So this is a quarterly payer, or you could look at it like 5 cents a month, basically, but it does pay quarterly, as you see here. So I just got it in May, February. Here's where I bought some more back in November. Looks like $6.03 a share. So I've had these for a while and just kind of let them set and do their thing and collect the dividends. And it's also appreciated. So Energy Transfer to finish NGL pipeline expansion in Q3 despite opposition. This is almost a week ago on the 21st. Said on Wednesday it plans to finish the final phase of its long-delayed Mariner East 2 natural liquids NGL pipeline expansion in Pennsylvania in the third quarter, despite calls by county commissioners to shut some operating parts of the system. Earlier this week, Chester County Commissioners asked the Pennsylvania Public Utility Commission, or PUC, to shut the operating Mariner East 1 and 12-inch workaround pipe being used by the Mariner East 2 expansion, according to local media. And so just found this article about ET, and thought I'd throw it out there for those of you that were interested in this information. So it goes over the construction site in West Whiteland Township in southern Pennsylvania, about 30 miles west of Philadelphia. And just going to scroll through the rest. You can find this on Yahoo Finance. Seneco started work on a $2.5 billion Mariner East expansion in February 2017 and planned to finish the 350-mile pipeline in the third quarter of 2017. Since May 2017, Pennsylvania has issued 122 notices of violation to Mariner East, mostly for drilling fluid spills, including 2 in June. Moving on, some more information here on Yahoo Finance. Energy Transfer says addressed most pipeline safety issues raised by a regulator. This is just dated on Friday the 23rd. The U.S. Department of Transportation's Pipeline and Hazardous Materials, or PHMSA, on Thursday put the company on notice for the probable violations and proposed a civil penalty against it. The letter we received contained the results of a standard audit that was completed in early 2019. All but one of the items identified have already been addressed. The DAPL will address shortly the one remaining issue with the PHSMA responded to for the first time in the week, the company said in an emailed response. Energy Transfer did not comment on what the remaining issue was, stating it continued to work through the process with the PHMSA. In June, a district court closed a long-running case against the DAPL, a 570,000 barrel per day pipeline out of the North Dakota that travels under a Missouri River reservoir, but allowed the Native American tribes and other components of the line to file additional actions against it. And moving on here, over here to MarketBeat, Energy Transfer stock forecast, price, and news, currently at $10.82. You can see the today's range, $9.98 on up to $10.18. 50-day, $9.31 to $11.35, and 52-week, $4.98 to $11.55. So got some volatility in there. Kind of consistent, just kind of stays in that groove. So if you wanted to trade this one, you could probably make some money on it, but I just let it set and do its thing with the dividend. So here's a little bit about Energy Transfer. As energy-related services, the company owns and operates approximately 9,400 miles of natural gas transportation pipelines and 3 natural gas storage facilities in Texas, and 12,340 miles of interstate natural gas pipelines. It also sells natural gas to electric utilities, independent power plants, local distribution companies, industrial end users, and other marketing companies. In addition, the company owns and operates national natural gas gathering and natural gas NGL pipelines. They're located in Texas, New Mexico, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Louisiana. So all surrounding me, as you follow my channel close, I'm in Omaha, Nebraska, same hometown as Warren Buffett, so it doesn't look like they're in my home state. So Energy Transfer stock sinks as market gains. What you should know, this is dated on the 22nd. Closed at $9.94 in the latest trading session, marking a minus 0.3% move from the prior day. Change lagged the S&P 500, 0.2% gain on the day. Heading in today, shares of the energy-related services provider had lost 7.86% over the past month, lagging the oil energy sector's loss of 7.15% and S&P 500 gain of 3.28% in that time. Investors will be hoping for strength at ET as it approaches the next earnings release. In that report, analysts expect to post earnings of 24 cents per share. This would mark year-over-year growth of 84.62%. And feel free to pause and go over the rest. And moving on here to Reddit. It kind of goes over some options. If you're looking to do an option on this one, or if you have an option on AT, go ahead and list that in the comments. That would be interesting to know as well. Warren's Energy Transfer partners made billions, 2.4 from the deadly Texas blackouts. He gave $1 million to Greg Abbott. And over here to StockTwits, currently at $10, low of $4.98, high of $11.55. ET to 1041, Diamond Hands. Slowly march along back to 11. I'm wondering what the earnings and dividend is going to do to make the price more volatile. What about the forecast of future earnings as well? Over here to Tip Ranks. So I get rid of their ads. Currently at $10.02, a strong buy. This one's always had good ratings. Upside of $13.88 with a 38.52% upside on it. High of 18, low of 12. So if you have any shares of ET, go ahead and list that in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you might have on ET that we could all share together. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.